What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked and sub, and let's get into this. I'm gonna let my bias be right out on the table before we even get to Rob Liefeld and Beau DeMayo and what they're saying. Kevin Feige is a charlatan. He's a fake nerd and a normie. He always was. He never brought anything of substance. Maybe the only thing is he's good in the room and the art of the deal, but almost everything good about the original couple phases of Marvel were in spite of him, not because of him. He's literally Dave Filoni and Kathleen Kennedy mixed together into one evil demon who should never have been allowed to touch any of our stuff. So now you know how I feel about Kevin. Let's go to how Robert Liefeld feels about him. And that's where he is. And this is not the first time we've heard calls for Kevin Feige. I swear to God.
I almost used the F word.
To be fired, but it is now rampancy because of the absolute failures that keep happening. And even if though, Chris Gore says that Kevin Feige is the one, first of all, he's the one that started all of it, but the one that say we tried it being, making most of the heroes females, pushing those heavy DEI agendas. We tried it and it's not working. And now we're course correcting. Good luck again. Where's all that juice and mojo he had originally, right? So here's Rob Liefeld saying, get Feige off the mound. He's spent. And again, that's where I say that he never really had anything to offer. But he also, this is, of course, on the heels of Liefeld and his family being absolutely disrespected by Marvel. Allowed to go to the screening and take pictures, but then disinvited and not allowed into the after party. Those pictures, in fact, being deleted before he could get copies and put them up. Yeah, just absolute disrespect. Kevin Feige does not treat comic book creators well. That is my personal experience, Liefeld said previously, pointing to his exclusion from the events of Deadpool and Wolverine, like the premiere. Beau DeMayo, who we talked to for multiple hours, several times. The last time on Diabolical Souls Presents, Gucci's channel, we talked to him for about 2 hours, and he really basically named names. The problems that Marvel are and will always be Kevin Feige and his ego, and his a little cohort of his own cabal that only care about making their mark. They don't like source material. They don't like nerds. And Beau goes on to talk a little about it. So he says, it's a culture problem at the studio all the way to the top. Look at X-Men 97. I had a locked 9-episode awesome season 2. He had 4 seasons of a story Bible done for X-Men 97 with talks of more and consulting on the actual live action movies. This was all greenlit beforehand. Brad Winterbaum, who gave Beau this job specifically because of working with him previously, and he knew how much he loved X-Men and comics and all of that. And Beau's experience in this is also what makes me pretty sure of why that edict went across the board of don't hire people that know the comics, because then they can call you out when you try to change it, and change it they do. So he says season 2 locked in animatic form in March 2024. It was ready to be animated and would have undergone the same polish and post that season 1 did, where I fine-tuned and tightened a lot of the dialogue and pacing and editorial, especially since one of the directors didn't work out and I was having other directors come in to fix their subpar work. They have since reopened it, tore it up, and a year later, they still don't have a locked season 2. Still, it's now a Frankenstein. Meanwhile, Marvel siloed the crew from what they're doing because they don't want to give up creative control like they had to do with me. One exec in particular, who actively conspired to push me out, has basically seized control and isolates everyone so only she knows what's going on. It's a woman now, I think we know that. This is the same exec who said I was too much of a fan and would reprimand me for engaging with fans online because, God forbid, you talk to your customers to learn what matters to them. I had season 1 of X-Men with delays ready far before we premiered last March. We sat on episodes and could have premiered as originally planned in September of 2023. How they still don't have season 2 in shape is a testament to the incompetence that is tolerated and, in fact, rewarded, because remember, people fail laterally and upward. Now they can't focus on season 3 because the same bad customers at Marvel keep blowing up season 2, which I've now learned what they've done, and it's just not good. Pitching ideas like Emma and Loki hooking up and rejiggering things because they have zero idea what I was planning on doing. Even worse, the crew is miserable and overworked. Once more at Marvel Studios, doing the only thing it appears to do best lately: abuse artists and crew in the pursuit of mediocre results. And that's really what we're dealing with here. Kevin has, at least lately, the last decade, has just had mediocre to subpar results. And it's time that he goes away and someone like Beau, who actually knows these comics through and through. I mean, fucking Iman Vellani, Kamala Khan had to tell Feige that 616 is not, the cinematic universe is not Earth 616. That's the comic universe. All right. When you're brand new, under 24-year-old normie who's now reading comics for the first time has to correct you, I mean, one thing that I can tell you about Beau is talking to him for several hours every time. The boy knows comics back and forth through his head, like instantly, about Marvel. So if you're gonna be working with lore in DC, you need to be working with lore and changing things to adapt it. You need to know the lore, and he does. And Feige does not. Feige does not. All he cares about is having that Kevin Feige Productions in front of everything. So. Let me know what you think about all this. Kevin Feige, yay or nay? You let me know. Either way, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And
well, bye.